like I said, one of the points that gets overlooked with the home office is its ability to then deduct more mileage. And so even if it is a very small usage, it can open up more tax deductions than you think. So this might be where somebody says, oh, you work out of your home, so you can start expensing your mortgage through the business or expensing your rent through the business, right? No. So when things have mixed use, or we're talking about a home office, you're still gonna pay for those things out of your personal bank account, your personal credit card, and then you're gonna have the business reimburse you for the business usage of it. So home office, for example, there's a couple different ways to do it. You can either do it as a standard $5 per square foot, and that can be up to $1,500 per year. Or you can do a calculation where it says, okay, this is the total square footage of your house, this is the square footage of your home office, and whatever that percent is, let's say it comes out to 5% of your house, then you're gonna take 5% of every expense associated with your house, your utilities, your garbage, your real estate, your mortgage interest, or your rent, and you're gonna take 5% of all of those, and that's gonna be your home office deduction. I've seen a couple of different things. On a Schedule C, the reason why people are gonna say it triggers an audit is because there's a separate form that you're attaching to your tax return that says, hey, we are taking the home office. And the reason why people might say that's a red flag is because of how easily it's thrown out, because people don't take the proper documentation, or they don't actually use that home office exclusively for business, because that's the hardest rule to follow. It's easy for it to be regular, but if you have company come over and your office is in a spare bedroom, you can't let them stay in that place. Now, if they do, there's no rule that says your home office has to be walled off. It can be just your desk in that corner, Did your family that you had come over sleep on your desk? No, probably not, right? If they did, then maybe we can't use it. But even if we just want to take that desk aspect as a home office, yeah, we can do that. And honestly, on the home office aspect, one of the reasons we want to take the home office is because if we can establish that as your primary place of business, now all of a sudden when you drive places, like if you drive to another work location, or if you're a real estate agent and you're driving all over the place, every time you leave your house, and come back, whatever, every time you leave, you get to count that immediately as business mileage instead of as a commute, because commuting is not a tax deduction. So that's one reason why establishing your home office is more of a deduction than people think. Regularly and exclusively, it's just what it sounds like. Regular could be anything from once a week to every day, maybe once a month, probably not, but it depends on your industry and your business. So that one's a little bit more loose. So exclusively is exactly what it sounds like. If you can't use that portion that you're using for your home office for any other reason other than business. Even if 90% of the time, it's used just for you meeting with clients, but that 10% of the time you're using it as letting your kids play around, or somebody stays overnight in that room, and that portion that they stayed in, we can't include. We can always include the portion that is exclusively used for business, but not the rest of it. There's two methods. There's either $5 per square foot up to $1,500, or there's the actual method, which uses the percentage based. It says this home office is 5% of your total house. So now we're gonna take 5% of all of your utilities, 5% of your mortgage interest, 5% of your property taxes, things like that. If there's a major house remodel, like let's say that year you needed a whole new roof, we're gonna take 5% of the cost of the new roof. Or if there is a remodel just with your home office. Maybe some kid broke a window or something like that, and you need to replace the window that's in your home office, you get to deduct 100% of that window. So if your home office is a guest bedroom and it's actively being used as a guest bedroom, then at the very least we can still use, like, your home office doesn't need to be walled off. There's no rules that says it has to be a full room. It can just be your desk. It could be just your computer, I guess. Like this one, 1 by 1 square foot. Probably gonna be more than that. But like I said, one of the points that gets overlooked with the home office is its ability to then deduct more mileage. And so even if it is a very small usage, it can open up more tax deductions than you think.